Welcome to the Boomer Briefing Podcast, where we can help you solve a critical business issue in 20 minutes or less. I'm your host today, Jim Boomer, CEO at Boomer Consulting, and I have a special guest with me today, Parker, as one of our solutions advisor. Thank you for being here on this episode of our Boomer Briefing Podcast, Parker.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
Well, today we're going to get to know you a little bit better. I know you quite well, but a lot of people in our listening audience may not have interacted with you beyond through email. So why don't we start off with you telling our audience a little more about yourself, what you do at Boomer, how long you've been here, and how, kind of what was your journey to become part of the Boomer team?
Yeah. So I've been with Boomer for a little bit over a year, and I'm a solutions advisor. So I get to work with current community members and just different people who are interested in our communities. So you might see me at some of your circle meetings in Kansas City. And then how I became a part of the team, honestly, it kind of just fell in my lap. I don't even know how I found the job posting, but I did, and I'm really glad I did. I graduated from college, and this is my first big girl job. So yeah.
Well, we are so thrilled that you found us and that we found you. So it's worked out well, and I you've started coming to some of the circle meetings, and I know you're always great about connecting with our clients that are there. So we appreciate that. Well, let's talk a little bit outside of work. Who is Parker? What are your, tell us a little about family, hobbies, pets, anything else you want to share?
Yeah. Pretty much if you talk to me, you've probably heard about my family. I always hang out with people. I'm like an extroverted introvert. So usually by the end of the week, I don't want people at my house, but otherwise someone's probably over for dinner. I just love hanging out with people, and I've been getting into reading some Colleen Hoover books. Emily Elpers, she's a part of our marketing team. She suggested them, and I'm like 5 or 6 books into things she writes, and they're really good. And then I've recently tried to get into running. It's a work in progress, but I'm going to run a half marathon with my husband, John, in September. So we'll see how that goes.
Very cool. He's a big runner, right?
He's been trying to take it up since being in med school. It's like something that relieves stress. So
right. Yeah. My wife, Mary, loves running, and I have never been able to pick it up. It's like, unless something's chasing me, I don't find a lot of joy in running. So
that's kind of how I feel, but we'll see how it goes.
So back to work. What do you enjoy most about working at Boomer, both from an internal team perspective and externally with our clients?
Team perspective, just the people. Everyone's awesome. I feel like everyone has something that they're passionate about, and it's different, so I can learn a lot from others. Client-wise, I just feel like we have the best clients. Everyone's so nice. It's just fun to interact with them. I love getting to see everyone in person and hear about what they're doing and see how we can help them to get to their strategic goals.
Cool. I agree with both of your assessments there. So tell me about an achievement, the achievement that you're most proud of. It can be professional or personal.
I'm glad it could be professional or personal, because I was thinking hard about this one, and I haven't really been in the workforce that long. But I would say the achievement that I'm most proud of is getting my state consideration cut for swimming senior year of high school. Because I played basketball from when I was 4 to junior year in high school, and I just decided to not do it senior year. And then I had a really fun time swimming, and I got my state consideration cut, which was pretty awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
You talk about your family a lot. This is true. You also talk about sports a lot. So you played basketball. You were a swimmer. I know you played soccer too. Any other sports that you played?
Tennis and volleyball.
Okay. So you had your parents running all around to get you everywhere and
Yeah,
counting down the seconds till you could drive, right?
exactly.
All right. So who has been your biggest inspiration in your life or your career?
Um, that's hard. I feel like a lot of different people inspire me. Probably my parents, though. I feel like they're just very hardworking people, but they like never stop showing others kindness and love on their journey in their career, which is pretty cool to me. And they haven't really like they started out as teachers and now they do stuff with healthcare. So I don't know. They just showed me that you can kind of do whatever you want to do. So you should keep learning and growing, which is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you're not alone in that answer. I think, I've done several of these with our team, and um, I think the majority of people have said their parents, and I would probably answer it the same way too. So,
Yeah.
um,
No one said you yet?
no, no. and and if they did, I would know they're lying and just trying to suck up. So,
Hey, we have to do what we can do, you know.
yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about travel. Like, what's your favorite place that you've ever been?
Um, I would probably say Alaska because that's the coolest place I've been that not a lot of people have gone to. It takes a while to get to, but once you get there, it's really cool, and there's a lot of things to see. So
Yeah.
I will definitely be going back.
Well, I'm one of those people that hasn't been to Alaska yet.
You need to go.
Uh, I know I've been a lot of places, but I haven't been to Alaska. But I know a lot of people that have, and they always rave about how beautiful it is and how I need to go. So we'll
Okay.
have to make that one happen.
Yes, maybe next year.
Yeah. So, what's a place that you have not visited that is on your bucket list?
Probably right now on my bucket list is Greece. I've never been outside the country, so I think it'd be cool to go to Greece. And I haven't been to the beach in like a couple of years because Alaska was last year. This summer we have not really done anything, so I'd like to go to a beach. And Greece sounds cool, so
Okay. So that's it. So you've not been out of the country, and
mhm.
Greece is the place that you imagine has the best beaches.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if it does, but the pictures look cool. I'll let you know how it goes, Jim.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Um, Favorite food and favorite drink?
Okay, since I was little, I've always said lasagna, so I feel like I cannot stop saying that. But as Jim knows, I should probably say Andy's frozen custard because I talk about it all the time and I eat it as often as I can. So, yeah, I'll probably go with Andy's. And then my favorite drink right now, it's probably a cherry limeade from Sonic. That's my go to in the summer.
All right. Good stuff. I'll go with you on the lasagna. Andy's ice cream. Yes, I've heard you talk about that once or twice.
Yeah.
But it's relatively new here in Kansas City. You said it started down in Springfield. Is that right?
Yeah, it started in Springfield. So there's like, I think there's 4 or 5 locations now. And they like went to our church and everything. So,
Okay. And I shouldn't assume there's a lot of Springfields around the country. Springfield, Missouri is what we're talking about.
yes.
And they've just started to pop up here in the Kansas City area.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's your favorite place to shop?
Um, this is hard. I'm not saying I should shop here, but if I'm not in my small town, probably Lululemon, even though it's really expensive. But yeah, my sisters and I love going to Lululemon. But if I'm in small town Kirksville, Missouri, probably Marshalls.
Okay.
Like one of 3 options. So
Yeah, you take what you can get when your options are limited.
Exactly.
Well, I also have two big Lululemon fans in my household. Both Mary and my daughter Lauren are they keep them in business.
Yeah, it's great for your pockets.
Yes, yes, indeed. Um, all right, so a little bit about we're going to play a little this or that here to wrap
Okay.
things up. So um, I got a list. All right, you
Okay.
got to pick one: air guitar or air drums.
I'd probably go air guitar because John would play the air drums, so then we could be a band.
John's an air drummer, so you're going to pick
Yeah,
up guitar. All right,
I'll pick up the guitar.
yeah, I think I'd go with guitar too. I don't know. I'd feel less silly air guitaring than air drumming.
Yeah,
Um,
bring less attention to yourself.
yes. Netflix or Hulu?
I'm going with Hulu because we don't have Hulu. So anytime we're at my parents' house, I can binge all of my reality TV on Hulu.
Okay. Um, yeah, it's that's a tough one, and it's a choice that again my family has chosen not to make. So we have both Netflix and Hulu. Uh, Coffee or tea?
Um, this one's really hard. Is it like black coffee or whatever coffee you want?
Eh, you can doctor it up and make it however you want.
Okay, I'll go with coffee then, but I have to go to like Scooters or Starbucks.
Okay, you got to get the fancy coffee. I'm 100% tea. Like, never been able to do even a hint of the flavor of coffee. Can't stand it. Mary's tried to get me to have this caramel slushy coffee thing. It still tastes the coffee. I was like, nope.
That's what I like, that
Yeah.
slushy thing.
Um, Big city or the country?
Country. I don't know if I would have said that like 10 years ago, but I don't know. There's something about the country. It's a simpler life.
Things slow down a little.
Yes, only a little though. I feel like I'm still busy all the time, but not nearly as busy as my parents. So,
Um, French fries or onion rings?
French fries for sure.
French fries all the way. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Plans or surprises?
You guess what I'm going to say, Jim.
I know.
Yeah,
The
please.
first.
Yeah.
Plan it all the way.
I do not like surprises. Getting engaged was really hard for me. I was trying to plan my own engagement, so
You weren't going to let him surprise you.
no, he had to like tell me in a letter that it was going to happen because he wasn't going to surprise me.
All right. So a little control in there too.
I know my flaws, okay?
All right. I got a couple bonus ones. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs. I'm a dog person too.
Yeah.
All right. And my last one, Jim or Gary?
Oh gosh.
I'm
Why would
talking about Caitlin's cats, not
Whoa.
the humans.
I don't really know either of them. I'll just go with Jim.
Oh, okay. I'm on a streak. I was on a losing streak for a long time. See, I kind of equate myself with Jim the cat. And for those that don't know, one of our team members adopted a couple kittens, and I think Jim and Gary, the humans, were the last to find out that she had actually named them Jim and Gary. So it's kind of an amusing joke within our team. And as you could tell from Parker's reaction, most people are really not wanting to make that decision based on the humans. So
No. I would have to make a pros and cons list to choose which to
You'd
pick.
have to do a real analysis before answering that one, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, this has been great, Parker. Have really enjoyed talking to you and letting. I've learned a little bit here, and I know our audience has learned a lot about you. So, thank you for taking part in this episode, and for our listeners, if you enjoyed this conversation, we release new episodes every Tuesday morning. In this episode, we got to know Parker a little bit better, but we also cover topics related to talent, leadership, process, technology, and growth. What all of our topics have in common is that they are crucial to your firm's success and helping you solve a critical business issue in 20 minutes or less. And so I truly believe that knowing our team here at Boomer helps us help you better, and can help you solve those critical business issues as well as capitalize on opportunities. So if you like what you heard, please subscribe. And I want to thank everybody for listening. And once again, thank you, Parker. And we'll see everybody later.